Hello all, hope you're having a great day today. Today we're talking about traditional revenue generation in sport and recreation. Part of the reason why we're all here. Without revenue, we wouldn't. Chapter 13, here we go. So our objectives are really to identify types of revenues available in spectator sport and participant events and recreational facilities. You also should be able to distinguish between facility revenue and event revenue, and between the methods of revenue generation in a variety of facilities and venues. I want you to consider how to utilize different facilities for revenue producing events and be able to articulate strengths and weaknesses of various revenue production strategies and help and identify multiple revenue opportunities for facilities. You have to be creative and outline revenue generation strategies for participatory events. So here we go. So revenues represent money coming into an organization resulting from an exchange of goods or services. They are a key determinant of an event's potential financial success. Although high revenues do not necessarily guarantee financial success, they represent the cornerstone of or the pathway toward a more profitable event. Event organizers should understand their available revenue streams and determine where they will focus their revenue generation efforts for upcoming events. This provides a list of common revenue streams with examples from various sporting events. You have spectator and participatory sporting events often generate revenues through sponsorship rights by partnering with corporations and other organizations. Event organizers may agree to create signage, booths, or other displays promoting their sponsorship. In exchange for a sponsorship fee, the sponsor has the opportunity to reach a desired target market attending or participating in the event. Sport organizations view sales of merchandise and licensing rights as another revenue opportunity. These products satisfy fans looking for ways to commemorate their attendance at various sporting events and to show their affiliation with a specific athlete, team, league, or sport. Spectators and participants alike appreciate the opportunity to purchase related merchandise. Event organizers can benefit financially from this revenue stream by offering a range of licensed products and merchandise to interested consumers. Food and beverage sales can also be a lucrative revenue stream if managed right. The demand has risen for specialty concessions beyond the ordinary fare of hot dogs and soft drinks, and event organizers have found ways to meet those needs. Stadiums and arenas now regularly offer upscale fare such as sushi, crab cakes, short ribs, accompanied by specialty beer and other beverages. Many events will derive revenue from the sales of souvenir or commemorative programs. Corporations and other large organizations may express interest in corporate hospitality, whereby sport organizations or event organizers set aside seats and space for a group of company employees plus their families, friends, and customers. Fans who cannot attend the events in person may choose to watch on television or online. As such, event organizers may negotiate with various media outlets, exchanging the right to broadcast their events for contracted revenues. Tickets, registrations, and memberships from attendance at or participation in an event generate revenue. Sporting events such as the Olympic Games and NCAA championships generate revenues from spectators purchasing tickets to attend the event. Participatory events such as the Chicago Marathon and Ford Ironman generate revenue through participants paying registration fees. Other organizations such as the USA Triathlon and the U.S. Tennis Association receive revenue when sporting event participants pay membership dues as part of their entry into the events. This revenue category is an important revenue stream. Therefore, event organizers should work to identify multiple ways to facilitate purchase of tickets, registration, and related membership fees. Gate revenues account for about 1/3 of the total sports market. They are a key source of income in the sports regions where live events are part of the culture. About 80% of total gate revenue are generated from North America. Attendance at top live events remains strong worldwide. Fans retain a strong desire to be part of the live experience, whether the attraction be sport, entertainment, such as music, or increasingly both together. The growing appeal of the live experience appears to apply to all high-profile sporting events. As well as being sporting competitions, these events are social occasions that people like to be at, experience, and talk about. The social element can be especially attractive at one-off events with a particularly high society brand and appeal. These types of occasions, together with smaller events associated with major ones such as Olympic athletic trials, are generating rising attendance. An effective price tracking strategy offers a wide range of benefits to your business, strengthening your company's position, streamlining your product offering, and maximizing profits. Differential pricing is an integral part of dynamic pricing, allowing you to adjust prices based on different market conditions and circumstances. Although differential pricing is a part of dynamic pricing, they are different. Differential pricing refers to a product's price based on customer characteristics, buying behavior, and purchasing patterns. On the other hand, dynamic pricing is set by a company based on the current market conditions and related factors. Both differential and dynamic pricing lead to increased sales, higher profits, better inventory management, flexibility, and adjusting to the market condition. However, they share some downsides, such as customer dissatisfaction, gaming the system, loss of sales, price fluctuations, and inapplicability in different geographic locations. Price variations come in numerous forms, such as discounts, coupons, and rebates for a purchase. Through knowledge and sophisticated strategy for price management, including differential pricing, enables you to determine what's best for your business. Differential pricing is a two-price system that focuses on segmented price management, allowing your company to charge different prices for the same product. The purpose is to streamline your business operations and increase revenue based on customer demand for the product. Differential pricing allows for a free market system based on the market demand and supply. In addition, it focuses on a fluctuating price system, leading to optimized price tracking, price matching, and price scraping. Dynamic pricing in sports really helps to maximize your ticket revenue. There is competitiveness. The word probably sums up the whole sports industry. However, over the years, the competitive spirit has become present both on and off the sports field. Hence, it comes as no surprise that dynamic pricing in sports has become a new big deal in this industry. So what is dynamic pricing in the sports industry? It is often referred to as time-based pricing. When setting the price, this pricing strategy is focused on the changes in market conditions and consumer needs. In order to maximize revenue, businesses need to react fast, or in other words, their prices need to be dynamic enough. Flexible pricing is designed to adjust to a specific targeted shopping demographic. So Shopper John, who is a frequent shopper, will automatically receive discount X at checkout. And Shopper Bob, who has never been to your store before, will not. According to the Curve report, over 75% of 18 to 49-year-olds, Gen X and Gen Y, will be interested in trying a flexible pricing model. Of the 9 pricing models proposed, the one that garnered the most support at 36% was having shopping history playing the pivotal role in deciding how much of a discount a purchaser should receive. Shoppers with more purchasing history would receive larger discounts. Here's a rundown on how the remaining top 5 flexible pricing models stack up. Price matching, about 32%. Customers decide what they want to pay and wait for a retailer to match their price. Price matching may happen instantly, in a day, a week, a month, or never. Online interactivity is about 26%. The more interaction a customer has like sharing on Facebook, tweeting, watching a YouTube video, the greater the discount. The expiration date, 22%. The closer an item is to expiring, the cheaper it gets. The model is used fairly often in supermarkets, but the focus is often on a fire sale right before something expires rather than a gradual shifting of price over the shelf life of the product. Commercial credit, the more is about 21%. The more commercials for a product a customer watches, the greater the discount. Additionally, according to the Curve report, a full 80% of Gen X and Yers identify themselves as bargain shoppers who value price over convenience. These shoppers are willing to actively research the pricing of an intended purchase and shop around until they find their ideal price point. Flexible pricing can be about more than just a discount on a specific product. Dynamic pricing with flexible pricing can be an incredible, powerful combination, allowing you to reap benefits from both sides of the aisle. As a retailer, dynamic pricing allows you to effectively compete and boost your revenue based on market conditions. Flexible pricing allows you to appeal to shoppers on an individual level, with pricing tailored to their specific needs. Put them together and take your online store to a new level and to a completely different playing field. The issue with generating revenue is that you're required to convert leads into customers, which is why so many startups and small businesses focus on things like compelling copy and split testing and email campaigns. At the end of the day, though, no matter how well you court a future customer, there's really only one thing that they want, and that's a guarantee that they'll get something out of the purchase. Some people want results, some want gratification, and some want happiness. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to one thing: avoiding regret. So capitalize on the digital marketplace can help you reach a larger audience and sell tickets for a longer period of time. Make the ticket purchase and checkout process easier for your guests, and receive instant payouts to cover event expenses. In addition to these benefits, selling your event tickets online will give you a better access to customer data for future marketing initiatives and will allow you to track sales more accurately as your event approaches. When it comes to selling tickets online, one concern is when the buyer is going to get the tickets and how the event organizer can provide fast, easy, reliable, and cost-effective methods for ticket delivery. The most common delivery methods are e-tickets, where buyers print their tickets at home. Digital tickets are the buyer has the ticket on their smartphone. Will call, buyer picks up their tickets at the venue or other designated place, or by mail, where the buyer receives the tickets in the mail. The event organizers should offer a couple methods to make sure it is convenient for all buyers. The offered methods can change from event to event and from time to time. For example, you can offer mail for early buyers, while last-minute buyers won't have that option. Or you can add or remove a delivery method at any time during a sale. Time is required for shipping and handling, so some delivery methods have to stop a certain amount of time before each event to give you enough time for delivery. Some others don't require this time and can continue until the end of the sale. As a ticketer, it allows you to set the time required for the shipping, and that specific delivery method will become unavailable at certain hours before each event. Based on the delivery methods you offer, you may need to allocate some resources to provide the service. While some methods are more costly, some others may have no cost or little cost. For e-tickets, the easiest, most automated, and most popular delivery method is e-tickets. It allows the buyer to print the ticket right before the purchase or have them on their phone. It is the preferred method for both the buyer and the event organizer. There would be no extra cost or effort for the organizer, and it is totally safe since the e-tickets are secured with barcodes, QR codes, and can be validated at the gate. If the user doesn't have a printer at the time of purchase or is purchasing using a tablet or phone that doesn't support a printer, they can print or access their tickets later on from a confirmation email or by logging into their account. Over 94% of the buyers using e-tickets as delivery method, but there are buyers who don't have access to a printer, smartphone, and prefer to receive their tickets using other methods. It is recommended that the organizer offer at least one other method. You don't have to stop e-ticket sales. It can continue until the end of the sale, even after the admission is started. There's usually no considerable fee involved for e-ticket delivery. However, you can choose to charge buyers for that. There are some venues that won't allow you to issue and use your own tickets. These venues may force you to only use the tickets that they provide for you. In this case, you cannot offer e-tickets as a delivery method. There isn't a one-size-fits-all for seating at sporting events. Some teams prefer to allow guests to choose their seats when they arrive at the stadium, while others prefer to sell assigned seats for their games. There's even an in-between option where guests choose their section in advance but select their individual seats when they arrive. To help you decide what's right for your team, here's a breakdown of the pros and cons for each type of admission. General admission can be a great option for smaller stadiums where you want to give your guests flexibility in where they sit. Maybe they'd rather not sit in the sun, so they choose seats in the shade, or they prefer to sit their small children away from rowdy group of fans. While with general admission, guests have the flexibility to do that. General admission seating is simple to set up and guests don't have to do any extra work like selecting seats when purchasing tickets. Plus, guests won't have to search for their seat numbers when they arrive. There can be some downsides, however. Even though every fan pays the same price for admission, they don't all enjoy the same view of the field. They'll need to show up early to snag the best seats, and some families worry about finding seats together. You might also encounter fans trying to save seats for people who haven't arrived at the stadium yet. There are some pros in that it's simple to set up and simple to purchase the tickets, and there's a lot of flexibility. But again, there are some cons. And that all the seats cost the same no matter what their location. And there are some missed revenue opportunities as there's not any upsells for premium seats. Guests have to arrive early to get the good seats, and it's less organized, so that the seating is a free-for-all. It can cause some overbooking issues if you don't control your ticket inventory, and guests may leave early if that's all that's available is standing room. And guests can't necessarily always sit with their entire party. Loaded value tickets are game tickets that have additional food, beverage, or cash stored in the same barcode that is used to scan into the ballpark. A ticket that contains loaded value means the ticket comes preloaded with a specified dollar amount that can be spent at food and beverage locations throughout the building by simply scanning the ticket at purchase. Stadium suites or luxury boxes are an exclusive class of seating in a stadium. There are a limited number of these seats in each stadium. Often they are reserved for large businesses who pay a premium price for access to the box. Sales companies often buy suites to take their customers to events. Teams profit the most from luxury suiting because they don't have to share this income. Luxury boxes are sold to companies for a lot of money and are another source of money from food and beverages. Owning a luxury box is a huge source of profit for teams. The suites often include climate-controlled lounges with spacious, comfortable seating, dedicated suite entrance, concierge service and catering, great sight lines, flat panel HD TVs, reserved VIP parking, and access to club-level restaurants and other entertainment lounge. The club level tickets often include more seating space than typical stadium seating and access to club-level restaurants and entertainment lounges, dedicated entrance and parking, concierge service. Shared suites provide unique access to some of the most sought-after sporting and entertainment experiences for groups of any size. A personal seat license gives you the right to buy season tickets for a particular seat or seats at a stadium. So that means an additional cost to purchase tickets. A personal seat license, or PSL, gives the holder the right to buy season tickets for a certain seat in a stadium. This holder can sell the seat license to someone else if they no longer wish to purchase season tickets. However, if the seat license holder chooses not to sell the seat licenses and does not renew the season tickets, the holder forfeits the license back to the team. Most seat licenses are valid for as long as the team plays in the current venue. Seat licenses have been given various names. The most common term in North America is personal seat license. The primary reasons sport venues offer PSL is that the proceeds are used to help pay the debt incurred during the construction of the stadium or arena. Opponents of PSL see this as another way to extract money from the sports fans. As many people know, marketing requires multiple components to effectively work and succeed. One of these essential components is promotions. Promotions are crucial to capturing customers, and this is no different in sports, especially professional sports. Promotions can have a wide range of objectives, including sales increases, new product acceptance, creation of brand equity, positioning, competitive retaliations, or creation of a corporate image. Some of these objectives are desired when planning promotions in sports, but oftentimes they are to improve the fan experience or relationship. Sports tend to run promotions through internet advertisements, special events, endorsed gift giveaways, and events, discounts, or contests. Loyal fans require loyalty programs. As simple as that. Sport fans, too, deserve to be recognized and rewarded for their devotion. Today, we'll look at some top loyalty programs for sports clubs. And so just to give an overview of loyalty programs in sports, sports clubs gather a tremendous amount of loyal fans, and there's a market to monetize and reward their engagement. Loyalty programs for sports clubs are nothing new. Some of the examples listed below are almost 10 years old now, but there are some new innovations that can be implemented, such as blockchain or NFTs. You can use mobile phones and push notifications to create on-demand experiences by including gamification. If sport fans are already devoted to the team, why bother enrolling them in loyalty programs? There are some benefits of these solutions, such as creating an even more loyal group of fans that will encourage their friends and family to follow the sports club. Sports teams can earn more money for continued growth by selling exclusive apparel, memorabilia with autographs, or VIP tickets. Improving communication with members by push notifications, emails, and other media. And retaining customers, or in this case fans, by rewarding them for their engagement and thus boosting the revenue. Gaining relevant followers data to improve the line of work. As you can see, there are quite a few benefits of pursuing loyalty programs for sports clubs. So the popular sports brand gathers a loyal community like via Nike Membership Club. If you are a fan of Nike apparel, this loyalty program is for you. Nike Membership offers free delivery, exclusive items, the ability to customize your products, and join Nike events, workshops, and workouts. Nike Membership is based on mobile apps and a personal account. You can download 4 different apps depending on what you're most interested in, like Nike sneakers for all shoe fans, exclusive deals, drops, and custom colorways. The Nike app, which is a standard Nike app for all brand fans, news, store, and community. And the Nike Training Club, an app for people who do fitness, enroll in Nike training programs, discover new workouts, and more. And the Nike Running Club, an app for runners to track your activity and share with your friends. And you can also do a screenshot from the Nike Sneakers app showing news and features for sneakerheads. Data collection is a valuable part of sports loyalty programs. According to Domji of Markel Loyalty Solutions, organizations can collect personalized fan information and preferences. As with loyalty programs across a number of industries, there is an opportunity to use the program to collect data on your fans, that is demographic, so looking at age range or geography, behavioral, so check-ins at the stadium or social posts, or preference related, reasons why they like their seat location or preferred communication method. These memberships also give organizations the ability to reach their fans before, during, and after the game. Domji suggests that once we've collected the necessary information on members, the power of a franchise to connect with fans over Wi-Fi live at a stadium, via an app at their local bar, or even online when purchasing tickets is an invaluable tool in driving stronger engagement throughout a fan's life cycle. Access to fans offer further opportunities to amplify the impact of a loyalty initiative during and after the time spent watching a game. It may even facilitate preference collection encourage engagement with fans, and cross the chasm of the off-season to retain excitement levels between seasons. The loyalty programs initiated by the Jets, Socios, and Canadians all have one underlying theme: to reward fans who attend games and improve overall engagement. The connection teams have with their loyalty club members online and their social media platforms provides an excellent source of data to learn more about and better serve their loyal fans. So why do successful sports program loyalty programs have in common? Simplicity. In most cases, if you follow your favorite team or brand, you're already enrolled in the loyalty program. Depending on your activity and engagement, you gain access to more exclusive offers. Some of the loyalty programs include, as we mentioned, blockchain and cryptocurrency, or NFTs, because it's still a novelty and some experts predict this is our future. Perhaps one day our physical goods will transfer to the digital world. Right now, the most important factor is the mobile app. We interact with our phones almost all the time, so if you want to succeed with your loyalty program, you will have to be at hand. Ancillary revenue is income a company generates from selling goods and services that are not a primary revenue stream or core business operation. For example, a sporting arena is known for selling tickets to games and any other events being hosted in the space. In this case, ancillary revenue would come from concession sales, such as food and beverages sold at the arena. In addition to the revenue generated through ticket sales, it is vital for sports venues to find other sources of income. This ancillary revenue can provide a huge boost to the overall funds available to the club. There are a number of simple products and services that stadiums and arenas are in a good position to offer. Food stalls and restaurants and bars, function space for business meetings and other events, merchandise and sporting goods, and stadium tours, advertising space in and around the stadium. We focus on how to improve on-site catering facility and corporate function spaces. Successfully generating revenue from food and drink services is about two things: the right catering and the right atmosphere. High quality food options cooked fresh to order are increasingly popular and will generate a much higher revenue, as will showcasing local chefs and specialties. When it comes to drinks, craft beer has seen a huge surge in popularity in recent years. A good selection generates interest and provides an incentive to purchase drinks inside the stadium instead of from outside vendors. Raising the quality of the catering also justifies higher prices. People will pay more for fresh, local, and specialty options. When it comes to atmosphere, provide plenty of seating as well as high bar tables so that fans have somewhere to consume their food prior to the match aside from their allocated seat. This keeps them close to the bar, so they are likely to purchase more and will be well received by supporters in the cold winter months. Long tables with bench seating are a popular choice. They are an economical option, maximize space, and stand up to heavy use. Smart wood finishes giving a modern look in keeping with the high quality catering. Finish by decorating in club colors to boost morale. Football stadiums provide an ideal setting for corporate conferences and off-site meetings. Businesses frequently need a place for training, team building, interviews, and important client meetings. Make the most of your venue by providing dedicated conference and presentation space, setting up large suites for boardroom meetings, and using pitch-side executive boxes as smaller meeting rooms with a more relaxed atmosphere. Furnish some spaces with soft seating and breakout furniture, and others with a traditional boardroom table surrounded by conference room chairs. A variety of different spaces ensures that you can meet client expectations no matter their requirements. These are just some average prices for ancillary items at major league venues. And you can see the NFL, this was in 2016, the price of a beer of $7.38 versus the MLB that same year of $5.90. Sounds like the NFL was capitalizing on the sale of beer. Prices for soft drink, they tend to look around the same, with the NFL again being the highest buy. And hot dogs, same there with NFL being a high dollar amount for everything, for beer, soft drink, hot dog, and parking. Notice that they do not charge for programs, but they do charge for caps and a couple dollars more than the other leagues. Interesting, right? Advances in architectural design, construction materials, modular manipulations, hydraulics, computer-driven infrastructure, robotics, LED technology, and field composition, and new funding systems have created an opportunity to explore a brave new world of multi-purpose stadiums and arenas. We are on the technological path to venues that can morph from one sport to another without compromising the fan experience. Think of the possibility of stadiums as sports and entertainment transformers. ANZ Stadium in Sydney, Australia allows for movement of the grandstand to allow for a change of playing field, both shape and type. It can accommodate cricket, Aussie rules football, rugby, soccer, American football, and baseball. The University of Phoenix Stadium has fields that move in and out of the stadium through a hydraulic system. And the Giants and Jets are making piles of cash sharing MetLife Stadium. The Cowboys AT&T Stadium with the world's largest HD video board has changed the way that fans consume live sports. A multi-purpose building is developed and designed to be a vibrant urban space that creates new communities and social sustainability. A multi-purpose sports and community facility is developed through a process based on collaboration with a dedicated group of users, local stakeholders, and inhabitants to cater to specific local needs. These multi-purpose buildings are often open 24/7 to the public, school classes, and local sports clubs, and is divided into heated and unheated areas. And I should say probably air-conditioned and unair-conditioned areas as well, with unheated part as the biggest multifunctional space for different activities such as basketball and floorball, and heated part as a space for more of dance, yoga, material arts, or floor exercises for smaller groups. This is looking at more of recreational type, community recreational activities. All activities and events are arranged and held by the users themselves, whether organized in groups or private initiatives. This place is a kind of shelter for local sports and social events, and an invitation of both creativity, activity, and recreation. Participatory sport is a sport in which people participate in any sporting event. Team sports participation builds confidence, promotes health and well-being, and can help maintain mental health. Participating in youth sports can lead to long-term and immediate benefits for youth, their families, and communities. The global participatory sports market is expected to grow from $227, almost $228 billion in 2021 to $320 billion in 2022 at a compound annual growth rate, or CAGR, of 40.4%. The growth is mainly due to the companies rearranging their operations and recovering from COVID impact, which had earlier led to restrictive containment measures involving social distancing, remote working, and the closure of commercial activities that resulted in operational challenges. The market is expected to reach almost $436 billion in 2026 at a CAGR of 8%. The participatory sports market consists of sales of participatory sports services and related goods by entities, organizations, sole traders, and partnerships that operate golf courses and country clubs, skiing facilities, marinas, fitness and recreational sports centers, and bowling centers. Participatory sport revenue comes from participants and player attendance. This market includes sales from entry fees, merchandise, and other related goods and services. The main type of participatory sports are golf courses and country clubs, skiing facilities, marinas, recreational sports centers, bowling centers, and a marina is a dock, particularly one for sailboats and yachts. The various sources of revenue include your membership, your merchandising, and others, and are owned by chained and standalone ownership. North America was the largest region in the participatory sports market in 2021, with Africa as expected to be the fastest growing region in the forecast period. The regions covered in the participatory sports market are Asia Pacific, Western Europe, Eastern Europe, North America, South America, Middle East, and Africa. And you can see the participatory events utilize the same kind of pricing as spectator events, using differential pricing based upon quality, time, and place, which is similar to the other with market demand. With dynamic, it's important to be an early bird and make sure that you're getting your tickets quickly in the beginning before pricing increases. There are some other determinants associated with that, with whether the quality of the opponent, if it's a rival, and other promotional offerings, or depending on the day of the week, along with your entry fees and exhibitor fees. There are many ways to increase revenue for your event. Event revenue comes from a variety of sources, and to grow your bottom line, you need to know and understand your constituents and the outcomes that each of them are looking to achieve from the event. If you understand the desires of these revenue sources and what they are willing to pay to acquire them, you can capture a great deal more from your scheduled event in terms of profits. Two main sources for revenue will likely be your participants and your sponsors. Two principal methods of increasing revenue from the participants of your event. The first is to gain more paying participants, and the second is to capture more money from the participants that sign up. Gaining more participation will involve more effort, but may yield the better return on investment. You can increase your participation if you simplify your registration process. So when picking an online registration provider, make sure it utilizes a simple checkout process that doesn't require accounts for participants. Fewer pages in your registration process makes it easier to complete registration forms and will make you more money. Online fees can vary widely among different providers, so you want to compare top event registration providers' rates and benefits. It goes without saying that participants of your event want a great experience. Each participant comes with their own background and preferences. Some are looking for an event that's well organized, while others want to participate in an event that is located in a beautiful setting. It can be overwhelming to try to please every type of participant. You can't be everything to everyone, but the rule of thumb is to try and please the most people possible within reason. If yours is a recurring event, consider emailing out a survey after each event to get feedback. Ask specific questions about the different aspects of your event and how important they are to your participants. When you understand what the majority of your customers want, you can focus your efforts on the most important elements. When you execute masterfully at the most important things to participants of your events, you will dramatically increase satisfaction. Remember that your participants chose your event for a reason. If you understand what that is, you can focus your efforts on being the best in those things. Most participants will find and register for your event online. Google, Yahoo, and Bing will rank an event website higher than a Facebook group or fan page. This can be done for free at a site like Weebly.com, but you will rank higher in the search results if you pay an actual website company to build your website for you. SEO, or search engine optimization, is a field that is best left to the experts, as the rules for ranking are constantly changing. Consider hiring a good web firm to help you in this area if you have a budget for it. Regularly posting interesting editorial content on a blog that people can discuss and follow regularly will help you to become the authority in your niche, and your event will be found more regularly by the search engines as interested parties search for specific subjects in Google that you write about on your blog. Content marketing is critical. Giving your readers free, relevant information will endear them to you and advance your goals as it pertains to brand equity. Regularly check your Google Analytics account to learn which blog posts are the most frequently read and get an idea about which topics are most in demand. Then use that information to your advantage by giving your audience more of what they want. If your event involves competition, many prospective participants won't realize how to get ready for your event. It may be their first time attempting an event like yours, and having a training program or even some training tips can help reduce the stress associated with a first-time event. This will help people feel like they can accomplish your event, and you will obtain more participants. When you open for registration, be certain to let your base of potential participants know by utilizing your email list. When emailing past or potential participants, and the email should contain a link to all of your social media pages, a link to your website, a link to your event registration page. An attractive email with a succinct and incentivized call to action to improve your brand image will result in more registrations. Some of your sponsors may be willing to help promote your event. For example, if you have a chain of grocery stores that is a sponsor, they may be willing to put a banner up for your event at each of their locations, or a bank sponsor may be willing to email all their customers about your event and possibly include some type of promotional discount, helping potential participants feel like they are getting a good deal for being a customer of that bank, which helps both your event and the bank mutually. Hashtags are a fun way for participants and potential participants to create some buzz around your brand and the event experience. When everyone knows what the official hashtag is, they can all post photos of their experiences with your event and see others who have had similar rewarding experiences photos as well. With new bundles featured, participants are able to register for multiple sub-events at once. Creating a bundle is incredibly easy. You group together as many existing sub-events as you'd like, select your preferred options, and set a single price for a bundle, allowing participants to register for a half marathon and the 10K for $120. There are a few ways to get your pool of participants to spend more money. The first is to sell merchandise. Merchandise is a great stream of revenue, because in addition to bringing in more money, it also turns your participants into walking billboards wearing your logo around town. You can sell merchandise online during the registration process and then offer it a second time at your event expo and packet pickup. The second way to increase event revenue from your participants is through price increases. Price increases not only get people signing up earlier, but they have procrastinators paying you more money for the same event. There are people that would rather pay you more money with the option to sign up later in case they get injured or have a schedule conflict. Let them pay you more money. Lastly, you consider having a charitable cause associated with your event. And with that, many events are for a charitable cause anyway. So why not ask for donations on your registration process and learn how to create an event fundraiser for a nonprofit. These are my resources. I look forward to talking with you again. You guys have a great day.